Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Mundo's Garden. And today we're gonna harvest a little bit of asparagus, but we're also gonna get a little update on the garden. So I decided to start out here because we're gonna have a guest on the show today, and he's gonna go ahead and show us something towards the end of the video. So without further ado, here is zucchini that we started. Down here, I believe, if we see here, these are seedlings that are popping out. Now in these, there's another one right here. So these should be the purple pole beans. There should be a lot others popping out soon. Oh, this is actually one right here. Get you close in there. So these are pole beans. I believe there might be one on the back side there. So we got another zucchini here. We're starting to get some of the few potatoes that I put in here. I'm starting to see some popping out, like right here and here and there. I'm going to put those, and that one right there. I'm going to put those a little close to the other beans, but it should be fine. So this broken one actually looks like it's surviving. There's another broken one there, and they're both actually look like they're surviving. Fortunately, this one I thought that was one. But there was another one here that had like completely snapped off. But it looks like we'll still have, hopefully, a decent yield of beans. So asparagus over here, and we'll actually get some of that in just a bit as I haven't been out here. We got our peas over here. I don't necessarily know if they're going to climb on something or if my wife just kind of wanted to leave them there. There's another zucchini there. And I had actually pulled out the second one and put them in a bed, which I'll be showing you guys in a little bit. So, unfortunately, this one here was thin. I'm not too worried about it. Some of these guys were thin. Now, this one, I should have ended up harvesting, but I didn't in time. You can see this one is starting to loosen up, so you're definitely going to want to harvest that. See, it's already getting a little flexible there, and you want to just snap them close to the ground. And you can cut them, obviously, if you'd like. But I've noticed that you can just snap them as well. You typically don't want to let them get too much past like 8 inches or so. Some of them do grow long. Like you can see this one here is well over. It's about 12 inches long, but it's still tight. And that's what we definitely want. And unfortunately, it didn't break all the way off. That's all right, though. And some of them will come up a little easier than others. And so all these are really good to go. They're about 9 inches long. Even this little skinny one here, you might as well. So what I do when I'm snapping them, I just pull up slightly at the same time as bending. So I try to get them as far down as I can. Unfortunately, I broke this one a little bit, but since I'm going to be eating them tonight, no worries. This one's actually really thick. Look, it's almost as like the half thickness of my finger almost. And then we got this one here, and I can do this one here. And so that's it for the asparagus harvest on this side. And actually, I'll show you our fig, corn starting to come in, and we did get some of these pinwheels to keep the birds at bay. This I'm very excited about. Getting close here, we can see that some cherries are forming, and quite a few of them. So that is definitely good news. There's some here. I mean, there's. It looks like it's going to have a decent yield. These are our beets, and I thinned them out as I was showing you guys last time. And I did actually try to salvage some of the ones that I thinned out and put them into the ground. Now, if you see pretty much, well, here's the radishes. I'll show you in a bit. Like so, here's the transplanted pepper plants. This one started shriveling a little bit as it was a little young, but most of them are doing okay. And now that's also partially due to making sure that they have enough water when you do transplant. As I mentioned in another video, now this one's small, but it's surviving, and that's the important thing here. This really here, we haven't really done anything yet. I've put in a couple of zucchinis, the zucchinis that I pulled over there that I mentioned. And the good thing is, it still seems like it has some life to it. Even though its leaves are dying out, I'm actually not going to mess with it too much. Cool thing is I also have some marigolds growing in here, which I'm going to let stay for a bit. Here's another zucchini here. But if you see, it at least has some toughness to it still. And here's the other one here, where you can see this leaf is actually still alive. It's still good. It's still standing up. So that's a good thing. We got our strawberries over here. And so far, it looks like the only one that's going to put off fruits like now, quick, is this one. Moving over here, we got our onions. Those apparently are, I think, tulips. I don't know exactly what. No, lily, maybe. My wife spotted it. Somehow it just popped up in the bed. But our potatoes are right here and right there. But I got tomatoes. Remember, I'm doing the experiment. Tomatoes. These are grapes. These are my other tomato plants. Look at this. Look at this guy. It's gorgeous. We got more potato plants over here and more potato plants over here. Our cilantro is looking good. As a matter of fact, we have some cilantro down here with the potatoes as well. And it is also looking pretty good. Now we got more asparagus here that we will, it's about 8 inches. I'm going to go ahead and harvest that. And I mean, you can see how easy it is. You just essentially put your, one of your fingers to where you want it to snap. I use my index finger where I essentially want it to break. And then I put pressure down with my thumb while pulling up ever so slightly. And, sometimes it's easier than others because this one was tougher down at the base. So, I mean, and like I said, see, this one's a little weak. This one, it is, but it's ready to harvest. We don't want it to start thinning out too much. Here's this guy right here. See, we getting little ferns coming out. But look at this guy. I mean, I can tell you right now, that guy is about 13 to 14 inches long. But, whoa, that one came out too far. So I hope that doesn't hurt the plant, but we will find out. And if we had questions about that, we will get answers. I should have just come up further. But it is what it is. Things happen. But you see, I mean, it's not too hard. Snap and pull essentially is what I pretty much do. Snap and pull, and I'm getting a very nice harvest here of asparagus. So my wife and I will definitely be able to enjoy. And I'm going to actually go ahead and pull these two off as well. See, it started splitting there, so I'll just come up a little bit and take that off. All right. So, we have our other fig tree here, and we can actually see a fig right there. And hopefully we get at least a few more. I don't know what they look like before they start popping out like that. So I see a lot of little knots, but we'll see. So yeah, we got a bunch of pinwheels in, and our guest speaker has apparently left us. So here's the strawberry patch, and looks like we're gonna have quite a bit of strawberries. I am going out of town, flying into California, and then I'll be going to Las Vegas. We're gonna be out there for about a week, and then we'll be coming back hopefully to some ripe strawberries. And here's our guest speaker for the day, and we have Junior with his
strawberry plants.
Yeah, look at that. These are Junior's strawberry plants, and we got a bunch of flowers coming in. And what do those flowers mean, Junior?
Strawberries.
There you go. You have it there from the senior gardener here at Mundo's Garden, Junior. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Always better to grow your own. And, you know, let's make this a sustainable planet, keeping it green. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and happy growing.